Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is a yarn chat number 65. So let's see here. I have been making more of that. I want to say it's love locked lace. Quite frankly, I can't remember what it's called, and I left my pattern upstairs. But I'll put a link in the description to the name of the pattern. It's from the last Crochet Society box. I wonder if there's anything in here. No. I left the pattern upstairs on the floor. I don't know why, because I'm not even using the pattern anymore. I've got it memorized. But anyway, I made one with the DK Bramble from King Cole in the colorway Grouse. And then so I started looking for this yarn, which apparently it is very difficult to get in the United States. Or maybe it's because it hasn't been released. Sarah Jayne had said something about how we were getting an exclusive try at this. So I decided to try making this pattern and other similar yarns. You saw last time that I made it with the Lion Brand shawl and a cake. I did not weave in my ends on this one. And the only reason why I have an end to weave in here is because I had a knot, so I cut it out. So this was one full cake, or one full skein of the Lion Brand shawl and a cake. So that yarn works really nice with a pattern if you can't get the King Cole. The other yarn I used, which I think I can get in Wisconsin, and here's why. There's a privately owned yarn shop in Neenah, and she has had some of this Stylecraft yarn before. Now, I don't know if because she had an acquaintance, I want to say it was her fiance in the UK, if she was buying it and bringing it over in suitcases or if she's a distributor now, I don't know. But the next yarn I tried to make it with, I got this from Mary's Chit Chat. We did a swap, and this is Stylecraft, 100 grams, 100% acrylic yarn. This is in the shade Plums. And I want to say, 75% premium acrylic, 25% wool, double knitting, which I think is DK, right? And so there's 326 yards in here. So I made another one. It took 1 2/3 skeins. And this is very much like the DK Bramble or King Cole Bramble yarn. It felt very similar in size. Color gradation, very similar on how other one changed between like the grays, this blues, aquas, whites, and this one did it with the plum colors. So if you're in the UK and the DK King Cole Bramble hasn't come out, the Stylecraft is a good substitute to make this. And if you're in the United States, and I never even looked to see if I could order Stylecraft online, this is a great yarn too. So I'm going to keep trying some different yarns. Rather than wearing it all wrapped up around your neck, I thought, you know what, this could be a nice winter scarf. You know, wear this with your coat like this. So I've made 3 of these now. I gave one away to a friend. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep this one, unless my mother-in-law wants it because she is a purple fan. And then I have this one, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. I just keep making this stuff and just piling it up in boxes underneath my desk. Okay, so that I think is probably going to be my last love lace loved. I wish I could remember for the life of me what that pattern was called. But I think it's going to be my last one. I've made 3. Unless somebody wants me to make them one, then I will. Otherwise, yeah, I've made 3 of it. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to a new thing. This is my new thing that I'm working on. Okay, so I'll put a link in the description to the name of that pattern and Crochet Society, because that pattern came in the Crochet Society box last month. Sarah Jayne is sold out of her boxes as usual. And I've heard the horrible news that the waiting list is still really long to get into her subscription plan. So I'm sorry about that, friends. I feel bad now gloating all the time, every month, that I get these boxes because I love them. And I feel bad that a lot of you aren't going to be able to get them for a while. And she's got this new Christmas Advent one that I want so bad. You know what? I have a friend in England. She was an exchange student my senior year. I might ask her to sign up for one and mail it to me. See if she can do that, because she lives in England. And then it'll be like an exclusive, an American with that. I'm going to get on to that. Okay, so the next thing that I've been working on, which I'll put a link in the description to, is Pamela's Adoring Crochet. I love Pamela. She's my new addiction, Pam. I love watching her. I love buying the things that she's buying. I love making the things that she's making. She has this devotional book that she reads, and I couldn't find it at my Walmart, so I had to buy it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description if you want this devotional book too. You can get it off of Amazon. It's like 10 bucks. Like, I'm obsessed with her and her cute Southern accent and her husband. So she has a pocket shawl pattern. She has a pattern that you can buy, and I'll see if I can dig up the link to her pattern because it's on some site that she has. And then she also does a tutorial video, and I feel like I watched it, I took some notes, and then I just started doing my own thing. So this may not be 100% what she's doing, but it's very close. And this is the start of my pocket shawl. Now, what beautiful yarn am I using, you may ask? Instead of using a color changing yarn, this is Knit Picks Bravo Worsted, and this is so far I'm using 3 colors. Hopefully I saved all of these ball bands for you all to be as good as Debbie, the Canadian crocheter. She's my goal. So far I have Eggplant, Lady Slipper. I'm guessing this dark purple is Eggplant. This more pinky one is Lady Slipper. And right now I am in this grayish color that is called, where is the color name? Where was it on this one? No color name. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is what the ball band looked like before. There's the little barcode and the name. Here is this new ball band, and no name, just a number. But it's also Brava worsted. So I don't know what colorway it is. Lot 1806, made in China, 26364. Knit Picks Premium Acrylic, Tumble Dry, Machine Wash. I don't have a name for this. Kind of a grayish. It looks gray, but with the purple, it looks like it has a hint of purple. So that is the 3 colors I currently have on my pocket shawl. And then my 4th color, whoops, there goes my crochet hook. I'll get that in a minute. Is this one, which is the colorway Fairy Tale. And then I will finish off with another round of Eggplant, which does not call itself Eggplant. It's got one of these weird labels that doesn't have the color on it. So that is very exciting. Now, I have never used Knit Picks yarn before, and you're all like, where'd you get this yarn? Well, I did not order it myself a very long time ago, and I feel so bad that this was so long ago. Tammy Slay from Slay the Day Crochet mailed me this yarn as a little present. I'll see if I can find the video to where I opened it. I'd never used Knit Picks yarn before, and I knew that my knitting buddies, because at the time I got this, I think I just started working full-time as a teacher, and I stopped going to my knitting group because being a teacher took over my life. And so I didn't have time for my Wednesday night chat and knit group. Even though I crocheted at the knit group, they accepted me. They are bistitual over there, and we're accepting of others. And they all were using Knit Picks yarn all the time, and I was like, this is some really awesome yarn, but I just never bought it. I do buy the Knit Picks Bear yarn to dye. I can put links in the description to those old videos if you want to see. And I don't know if I've ever made anything with my dyed yarn. I gave it away. I gave it away to different subscribers. Somebody asked for it. I gave some to my stepmom. I think I've pretty much just given away the yarn that I dyed. But it was Knit Picks. So to make a long story short, this is Knit Picks yarn. I'm just using her pattern loosely of half double crochet rows and then a row of windows and then just moving along. And wherever the yarn ball ends on an end, I stop, whether if it's in a half double crochet row or if it's getting ready for the window row, doesn't matter. I just stop and change to the next color. So I have two small partial balls. I was playing yarn chicken like you wouldn't believe for this lady slipper color, and I literally had this much left, and I debated pulling that whole row out, dropping down a half size of a hook. I was like, nope, just switch it. So I did. I pulled out that whole row, changed to this gray color, and I really like it. I like that this has a lot of texture to it. I had started a long time ago, which I've completely lost. I can't find it anywhere. I'd started knitting a pocket shawl. This is a long story. Here we go. There used to be a yarn shop in Appleton called, I can't remember what it was, but it closed down, Iris's. And in there, I went there with my stepmom, and for my birthday, she bought me some knitting needles and a pattern. And one of those patterns was very similar to a pocket shawl, but it was much longer. So anyway, I was going to start knitting that, and I was using Lion Brand something. I'd gotten 2 skeins of it. Fiesta, I think from one of you yarn friends. They mailed me 2 skeins of it. I think it was in a swap box. And so I was knitting, and I was knitting horizontally, just knitting and knitting. And then every time I would use up the 1 skein, I didn't have enough to make it a full pocket shawl because I wasn't really tightly following that pattern. I wasn't using the yarn they recommended. I was using my own. So I'd frog it and start again, and I was like, holy cats, it's going to take me 1,000,000 years to knit this pocket shawl. So I bagged it up, stuck it somewhere in this hot mess that you guys only get to see the top of. Right here. All down here is some hot mess. And then underneath the table that's right here is 3 boxes of hot mess. And I looked through it loosely, not to the deep bottom, and I can't find it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make another one. But this time I wanted to follow a specific pattern. So I am following Pamela's Adoring Crochet or Adoring Creations. And she is just cute as a button. I'm following hers. And it calls for just over 1,000 yards. And with these 5 skeins of knit picks, I will come to just barely 1,000. I'm not going to be heavy on the fringe. Pamela's pattern calls for fringe. I might take the remnants and do a loose fringe, see how that looks, or just pitch it. But I'm for sure going to crochet the full length and then the pocket. Okay, so this is my whip. This is my whip. I started this last week before I started this. And I'd gotten 2 rows done, and then I bagged it up, and I just wanted to make 1 more of those. So I actually went back to my bag. I'm carrying it around in a Crochet Society little sack that I got from Crochet Society. And I went back to this, and I pulled this out yesterday. And yesterday I did the rest of the eggplant, most of Lady Slipper, all of Lady Slipper, and then I started this gray color. So I actually feel like today I'm going to be able to finish it. Although I do have to take my kids to get haircuts. Because I'm a teacher, 5 days a week, I'm at school, blah, blah, blah. You hear me all say this all the time. But come Saturday, I just want to stay at home. Friday was a half day for the kids, but we had teacher in service. We're preparing to go virtual. And so preparing to go virtual means getting the Google Classroom set up, getting policies set up for turning papers in, getting assignments on. They want us to do as much as we can digitally, but that's really hard with kindergarten, first, and second graders because most of our parents don't really have their second graders fluent on keyboards and computers. So K through 2 is in this weird world of like worksheets, workbooks, computer. So by the time I left work on Friday, my brain was just overwhelmed because where I like to do YouTube videos, I have a very simple setup where I just put my phone up here on this tripod and I talk to you guys, and then I upload to the YouTube right off of my phone, and Maddie found me that cute editing thing, and it's all very simple. When you get into the world of virtual teaching, now you've got Mobile Guardian, Google Classroom, YouTube, you have private videos, censorship videos, links to this, your parents need help, the kids need help. You're not together in the same room. You're over. Now, because of the way things are now, I can be in my classroom because it's not a statewide shutdown like before. So I can still be in my classroom and utilize the tools in my room to help make the videos. But I'm still not connected with my kids, so it's really hard to help them. I shouldn't be a whiner because, to be honest, with my few years of experience with YouTube, I'm much better off than a lot of the other teachers because I'm very comfortable at seeing my horrible self in the computer. It's shocking when you start doing this and seeing yourself and hearing yourself. It can be shocking and offensive. And then, like, over the years, I've gotten used to it. And to be honest, it's really blessed my life. Here's a tangent before I tell you the next thing I have down here. The reason this has helped me bless my life, and then again, I'm going to get emotional, you guys. I didn't even expect for this to happen today. Is because I was always very critical of what I looked like. My size, my facial expressions. And I was almost never in photos with my kids, because I was disgusted with myself. But once I started making YouTube videos, because I really wanted to get connected to the yarn community, because I didn't have that in my area, all of you yarn friends have been so encouraging and supportive and loving. You haven't judged me to be this disgusting person that I thought I looked like, and it really gave me a boost to my self-esteem. And so now I will not pause for a second to take a picture with my kids, to take a selfie with my kids, to ask somebody to take a picture, because I'm not as offended at what I look like anymore, because I've gotten used to seeing myself. And then all of you guys have built me up and helped really build up my self-esteem. So all of that came from thanking you. Thank you for being such a loving, supportive world. And all of that built up to the fact that now I feel comfortable making videos for my kids, where some of the other teachers, aren't comfortable in that arena. Wow, what a tangent. And how did that start? Oh, because Friday was a horrible day because we were getting ready for virtual learning. Blech. So I was really tired. I didn't crochet Friday night. I came home from work. I sat on the couch and I was out. I fell asleep at 7 o'clock. So then I got up Saturday. I was jazzed after a 12 hours of sleep. And I crocheted yesterday. I caught up on Pamela on YouTube. I was watching, okay, so the winner of this giant big cake, her name is Rhonda. She has a YouTube channel. So I'll put a link in the description to that. L'Adore Crochet or something. It's French for I love to crochet. So I was watching her videos. I was just having the greatest day. And that's what 12 hours of sleep will get you. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video that's crochet related is one of my coworkers would like me to make a pocket shawl for his wife. Now, I did not have, can you believe, in all of this hoard of yarn up here and all over here, I didn't have the mauve color he wanted. So I ended up buying this Woolies Thick and Quick Lion brand yarn in the colorway Crushed Velvets. Now, Crushed Violets. Now, friends, this is more expensive than I like. This was $9.99 a skein. But you know how, Joann's, you can work them with your coupons. You buy one skein at a time and you get them a little cheaper. So I got 3. Now, the first thing that I'm a little concerned about is Darling Pamela's pattern calls for worsted weight yarn, okay? And this, as you can guess, is a super bulky. So I'm going to try to kind of loosely do her pattern, some rows of texture with a window, and see how it looks. Obviously, I'm not going to use the same stitch count because this is a super bulky versus worsted weight. So I kind of have to fiddle around with that. Or today, I might just do some serious digging and find a pocket shawl made with bulky weight yarn because he really liked this color. Okay, so I bought that. And then I got something else because I am one of those suckers that can't go past an end cap in the checkout area without buying something off of it. I got myself a new crocheting catalog. Do I need this? And of course I called it a catalog again. Y'all, let's just, if you are one of my regular friends here, you just know that I mean magazine and I'm saying catalog. And if you're new to this first video, God help you. I'm sorry I had that emotional moment. But in general, when I say catalog, I mean a magazine. So I haven't dug into this. I'm going to save this for another video. But the really cool thing, if you want to zip out there, it's like a double thing. So you get the Crochet Now catalog, which features Bella Coco, who we're all obsessed with. And if many of you don't know, Bella Coco once commented on one of my videos. And I have a reaction video where I was screaming my head off, like the #1 Hollywood celebrity commented on my videos. Anyway, and then there's like this little Peanuts crochet book, which I thought I would get because my husband is obsessed with Peanuts and the Great Pumpkin. So I wanted to see if there's something I could make for him there. And then there's this Classic Crochet Stylecraft catalog magazine too. And here's some of the things that are on here. This cute little ducky, this mosaic blanket, a shawl, a little baby doll style shirt that I might make for one of my nieces. Isn't that cute? So I bought this. Now, this cost me in the United States $14.99. If you're in Canada, $18.99. What do y'all have, dollars or pounds or marks? $18.99, whatever you have. And then in Australia, $16.99. Again, I don't know what kind of money you guys have either. Are y'all pounds because you have a queen with the UK, or are you dollars? Whatever it is, that's what it is. Those are your prices. So $14.99 is not bad for these 3 different pattern books. So I'm going to look through that probably next weekend when I have time again, just to see what's in here and tell you if I think these patterns are amazing. So I think that's all for my yarn chat. There'll be links in the description to the name of the pattern that I've been making here. Pamela's video, maybe some past videos where I opened up that Knit Picks yarn if I can find it. You know what? This is a deal. I did not do a very good job tiling my videos to make sense. So I can't always look them up very easily, and I just scroll through them and then I'm watching them, and but yeah, that is that. Oh, I was going to put a link in the description to something on Amazon. I'll have to re-watch this video and write down all the links that I told you I would put in there. Oh, and the final thing that I got at Joann's, because I have to wear a mask all day at school and I don't enjoy it, I don't like getting the fibers and they irritate my nose, and so then I'm always touching my nose. Joann's have these non-medical mask, wash before wearing, 99.9 antimicrobial fabric, wicking and quick drying, UV protection. I thought they were called neoprene, but this is the little thingy that came in them. It was buy one, get 2 free, and one was $6.99. So I got a black one, a white one, and a galaxy one. And my Joann's had 2 full displays of this special antibacterial UV protecting masks. And the things that I love about them is they're super soft. The way they're pleated, you don't breathe up your nose and in your mouth. The fabric's not going in there. And it's super soft on my skin. I barely feel like I'm wearing it. I almost forget that I'm wearing it. Isn't that something? So check out your Joann's. It's buy one, get 2 free. They also have a bunch of fabric ones that are also, but I really liked these. And they come in small, and one size fits most. And one size fits most fits my chubby cheek face. Perfect. Okay, so if you got chubby cheeks, one size fits most will do great. If you don't, you probably want a small. And that's it, my friends. That's all I have for this 24-minute yarn chat. Holy cats. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. And until next video, happy crafting. Bye.